Now, the English village and the traditions of rural life, good ale, the Women's Institute, cricket, and if you live in the village of Trumpington in Cambridgeshire, the sound not of leather on willow, but of spanking and bondage classes. Trustees have cancelled a booking of Trumpington Village Hall next month when they found that a group promising sessions on relationships actually planned to hold workshops including spanking and impact play, kink on a budget, and flogging. Well, Zoe Conway went to Trumpington to find out why the idea was firmly slapped down.
Come on.
The village of Trumpington is best known for two things. It's the birthplace of the Maris Piper potato. Chaucer based one of the Canterbury Tales here. But now it could become famous for something else. Here at the village hall, they've been holding lessons in how to have kinky sex on a budget. It's the talk of the village.
To come and do it and teach people how to spank and things like that in a village hall. I've never ever heard of that. People have Christmas parties, people have birthday parties in that hall.
I don't even know what a bondage club is, so I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it.
We don't know for certain what they've been getting up to in the village hall, but we understand that a local bondage group has been meeting there regularly. The programme for next month's meeting promises lessons in spanking and flogging, and tea and pastries will be served by someone called Maid Sarah. The committee in charge of the hall had thought the workshops were about relationship support. They say they were misled.
The trustees have a duty of care. It is important that we know what is going on in the hall, that it's appropriate, and that the users will be safe. Normally it means keeping the kitchen clean. When somebody hires the hall under false pretences, then as far as I'm concerned, their booking is invalid.
The bondage session was organised by Pier Rope Cambridge. They're not commenting today, but Jane Fay is familiar with what they normally get up to.
They're very ordinary people who happen as a hobby to have a variety of sexual kinks, habits that are not quite your everyday stuff. So I have very little time for it because if I understand it correctly, there's a lot of people into very elaborate rope bondage and I just don't have the patience for that.
Where better to discuss people's hobbies than here, where they're perfectly relaxed about what's been going on over the road.
It's just socially acceptable, I believe. You know, it's what people want to do behind closed doors is entirely up to them.
I personally think it's a very good way for middle-aged people, which is the sort of clientele that I assume would be going to one of these sort of events, to spice up their midlife sex life, to be honest. And it's a very decent way to do so.
Why do you say that?
At the end of the day, obviously, people obviously do grow tired of their sexual regime, and BDSM is probably one of the ways in which you could definitely spice up your midlife sex life.
Would you do it?
Personally, if I got there, yeah.
This evening we found that a violin lesson and a local planning meeting had been locked out of the village hall. Someone had forgotten the keys. Trumpington has had quite an eventful day.
Zoe Conway reporting there.